British designer John Galliano shocked the world 2 years ago when he went on a drunken anti-Semitic rage, leading to his immediate dismissal from fashion house Christian Dior and his eponymous label. Now he's back on the pages of British Vogue. Some say it's way too soon, while others say it's time to forgive and forget. Seeing fashion designer John Galliano in the December issue of British Vogue is a shock to some and welcomed by others. He was filmed shouting racist and anti-Semitic comments in a Paris cafe in 2011. It led to his immediate firing as head designer of Christian Dior and his own eponymous label. The business editor of London's Jewish Chronicle, Sandy Rashti, says the move by British Vogue to include him in the latest issue is thought-provoking, considering the ancestral roots of the magazine's editor.
As an editor, I don't know. Alexandra Schulman's also, got a Jewish father. And this was an interesting editorial choice for her because we're talking about it right now, From that point of view, people are going to go, Galliano's back, he's in British Vogue. Whether she's offending some readers by saying, he shouldn't get such a great gig when there are so many other talents, such a high-profile position, right now is something else.
There are some indications that Galliano could be making a comeback. Earlier this year, he helped Oscar de la Renta for his collection at New York Fashion Week, with talks it could lead to a more permanent position. And over this past summer, Galliano appeared in Vanity Fair. Still, there are others, such as the Daily Telegraph's fashion editor Lisa Armstrong, who coincidentally used to work for British Vogue, who say it's too early for Galliano's return.
I think it's quite controversial. Yeah, I think there'll be lots of people who think it's just too soon. It would have made me think that he was really sorry. If he had sort of waited a little bit longer, maybe gone off and done something really completely different and useful. I think the problem is clearly there is nothing else that he knows how to do, and he doesn't know how to be anything other than John Galliano.
Rashti says that the Galliano issue has divided many of the Jewish Chronicle's readers.
The crossover between fashion and politics of this situation would be the high-profile stint, and I think that's what's causing certainly our readers a lot of concern, because a lot of our readers are Vogue readers as well.
There was so much noise surrounding what he did, and what he did was pretty dreadful, I think. It really was. But we all need to sit back and not come to these knee-jerk, screaming judgments all the time.
Galliano is currently taking on his former employers in court. The Paris Court of Appeals has recently rejected an appeal by the Dior and Galliano fashion houses to hear the case in a commercial court. The court ruled his case will be heard instead in a labor court. The court also ordered each company to pay the designer €2,500, as well as court costs. We did approach British Vogue for an interview, but they said they were too busy at the time to talk about John Galliano. Whether this is his return to the fashion world, only he knows for sure. I'm Cindy Martin for JN1 in London.